U.S. to warn China of dangers of Russian support at high-stakes Rome meeting. China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi will meet with U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan in Rome on Monday. Hong Kong CNN. American and Chinese officials will meet in Rome on Monday for talks that experts say could have far-reaching consequences not only for the ongoing war in Ukraine, but also China's role in the world and its relationship with the West. The meeting between China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi and U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan comes as concerns grow in the West that Beijing is not only siding with Russia but not condemning its aggression in Ukraine, but could take further steps to add its strategic partner. A senior U.S. official told CNN Sunday that Moscow has asked Beijing for military assistance in Ukraine, including drones such as, while providing a significant boost to Russia, would pose an enormous risk for China, which has so far sought to portray itself as the neutral actor in the conflict. China has denied it was asked by Russia for military equipment or other assistance to support its war in Ukraine, pointing to reports that Russia asked China for military help. Richard N. Haas, president of the Council on Foreign Relations, said such a choice would be a defining moment for China and the 21st century. To do so, provide support means China would open itself to substantial sanctions that make itself a pariah to refuge, would keep open the possibility of at least selective cooperation with the U.S. and the West, said Haas, writing on Twitter. Russia has also asked China for the economic support, according to U.S. officials familiar with the matter. That request and the one for military support came after Russia's invasion of Ukraine had occurred, said the official, who declined to detail the Chinese reaction but indicated Beijing had responded. Sullivan told Dana Bash on CNN's State of the Union on Sunday that the U.S. was watching closely to see whether China provides any support to Russia. It is a concern of ours, and we have communicated to Beijing that we will not stand by and allow any country to compensate Russia for its losses from the economic sanctions, Sullivan said. The potential economic risk associated with support for Russia is unlikely to be lost on Chinese leader Xi Jinping, who is widely expected to secure a historic third term in power during the Communist Party's 20th National Congress in Beijing this fall. During such an important year, the Chinese government will be wary of becoming entangled in Western sanctions, which could be a blow to its economy. During a time when Beijing has already set the lowest official target for economic growth in 3 decades, a group of prominent China specialists in the U.S. on Friday called for Washington keep the door open for diplomacy with China and impress on Beijing that its long-term interest will not be best served for trying itself to the pariah such as Russia that is revealed by most of the Western world. By using diplomatic outreach to Beijing, the U.S. will be able to lay the groundwork for more effective pressure against China if she more openly supports Russian President Vladimir Putin's brutal aggression, wrote the group, convened by Asia Societies Center on U.S.-China Relations and the UC San Diego's 21st Century China Center. When asked whether Russia had asked China for military assistance, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijian on Monday called the claims disinformation peddled by the U.S. against China with sinister intentions. China's position on the Ukrainian issue is consistent and clear, and we have been playing a constructive role in promoting peace talks. It is imperative for all parties to exercise restraint and cool down the tension, rather than adding fuel to the fire. It's important to push for the diplomatic solution rather than further escalating the situation, Zhao said at a regular press briefing. The key meeting. Monday's meeting between Yang and Sullivan is seen by both sides as furthering a move forward, better communication laid out by Xi and U.S. President Joe Biden in their summit late last year. The two sides will discuss ongoing efforts to manage the competition between our two countries, as well as the impact of Russia's war against Ukraine on regional and global security. The U.S. National Security Council spokesperson Emily Horn said in a statement on Sunday. Zhao, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman, did not mention Russia or Ukraine in a statement about the meeting posted online on Sunday, but noted that the two sides would exchange views on China-US relations and international and regional issues of common concern. The key issue of the meeting would be to implement the important consensus reached by Xi and Biden in their virtual summit, according to Zhao, adding that the two sides have been coordinating the meeting since late last year. Sullivan and Yang, who is director of the Office of the Foreign Affairs Commission of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, last met in Chile in October for the meeting preceding the Biden-Xi video summit. That summit was widely viewed as a bid to reset the tone of relations between the two global powers and became an opportunity for both sides to express their interest in bolstering communication to better manage a relationship that has been riddled with tensions over trade, technology, and China's human rights records. But some 4 months later, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has become a pivotal international issue, bolstering the coordination and solidarity between the US and its allies, and also throwing into the spotlight the divergent approach from China. China sought to portray itself a neutral party, often stressing that all countries' legitimate security concerns should be addressed, but its decision not to go along with the raft of sanctions leveraged by the US and its allies against Russia, and its amplification of Russian misinformation risk placing it at further odds with the West. CNN's Sam Fossum, Caitlin Collins, Jim Cuscetto, and Kylie Atwood contribute to this reporting.